Libra, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for November 30th through December 6th. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you're new to the channel or this type of astrology, do check the description down below because your sign might be different. All right, Libra, so this week we've got some nice lifting up of fog. That Saturn squaring up to Neptune energy goes out of that 1-degree orb as we approach the weekend. The sun eases up off of Saturn square Neptune, so there is a little bit more clarity. There's a little bit less of that uncertainty. And some nice aspects this week too, which I'll talk about. Now, December is a very transformative month, and we'll feel those transformational energies towards the weekend of this week. And it's all involving this Mars squaring up to Pluto energy, who's forming this T-square up to Uranus. So we'll talk more on that, but that's mostly over the weekend. And this week, though, is that lifting of energies, and mostly relating to perhaps the financial material stuff for you lifting, the fog of there, and also the self-expression, which has been Neptune in that 5th house of yours. So things unfolding, and especially around Monday, we'll start to feel that as the sun separates from that conjunction with Saturn and that square up to Neptune. So these first couple days, though, it's a good time to continue to have faith, have trust when it comes to the financial material stuff, when it comes to whatever it is you're building in life, generally, and mostly in the material aspects is the 2nd house, but with anything you value, and build that, take it seriously, work at it constructively. And through that, then, like I've been saying, it does become very constructive, and this could be a good opening to the week of building that energy there. Now, it's also involving maybe organizations or groups lately this last weekend and this early part of the week with the sun ruling your 11th. So taking that seriously and having faith with that and, putting hard work into that as well, I think is a good way of working with Monday. Then as we go into Tuesday, Mercury does start to trine up to Uranus. So there is this freeing up energy that we all will be feeling to an extent, depending on our personal chart. And for you, again, the financial material stuff, maybe something there, and it could be through the work environment or the daily environment, whatever that is for you, pulling you into that, helping you free up some of the routine stuff there, a lot of the thinking with that, and could be quite exciting and refreshing new perspective there. Now, the other perspective that's changing around Tuesday will be in regards to your life path. Your adventurous spirits could be quite high, as well as easygoing energy, going with the flow, could be quite exciting as well. So good mix of it. Mercury is going to be squaring up to Chiron, so there could be some healing energies involved with that in the process, but that'll continue to heal you just very naturally. I think just the more open you are to learning more about yourself in those areas, the healing will take place. Now, on Friday, we do have Mercury squaring up to Jupiter, which is actually quite optimistic, and this is again involving that 2nd house stuff, material values. And it's pulling on it from that 11th house where you've had Jupiter. So you've had the learning. You've been perhaps learning quite a bit about group stuff, innovative things, technological things over the past almost 6 months with Jupiter here. And so could be feeling quite expansive, maybe learning more about that stuff. And you're seeing the overarching view, the overarching perspective of those community or group things or technological things there, which is, helping you see the optimism about the material stuff and the more expansive views of life. So with that, can be very constructive when you're open to staying nice and grounded with it, because a lot of times Jupiter does have a tendency, in its square anyways, to have overexuberance. And so, watch any extremes, but in either case, could be feeling quite optimistic about that. Now, over the weekend, the sun does sextile to Mars, so here it's quite motivating, quite inspiring, quite vital, like vital life force energy coming in to motivate yourself. And it could be in regards to a lot of this motivation that you've been involved with behind the scenes, or with spiritual things, or with, that rest and relaxation, that easygoing energy that's been so important for you, and it's perhaps even been a source of, drive for you. And also that you've probably been enjoying. But here there's just prana, there's life force. So it's a good time to pursue those behind the scenes activities, as well as that, again, 2nd house financial material area, which is being highly activated for you at the moment. Now, involving this same time period over the weekend, Mars does start to square up to Pluto, within 1 degree. So be open to change. Be open to change, with your 12th house, which is essentially your unconscious, your subconscious, your psyche, your connection to God, your connection to spirit, your connection to life. If there's anything you've been thinking about restructuring so that you can get more alone time, you can get more of that spiritual time out, that easygoing energy, now is the weekend to do that into next week. Pluto is sort of pulling on that, tugging on it, helping us restructure and change our deep psychological foundations in life. And the more open you are to change, the easier that is. Now, this is also in regards to those financial material things, as well as maybe even the relationship things, that although there is positive energy and, life force coming in and motivation from the sun, there is also a lot of deep things that are being restructured. Could be quite intense, but again, intense can be a very positive thing when you're open to really diving deep, seeing what the truth is in those areas, and making the changes that are often needed when this transit goes into orb. So that, like I said, is going to be mostly going into next week. The highlight of the week is going to be specifically around that second house, starting with some clarity easing up there, and maybe some new things, exciting things, but keeping everything nice and grounded as the fog lifts and we go into a transformative December. All right, Libra, so have a great week. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you haven't already done so, do check out the 2-for-1 readings I'm offering on the next page for the holidays, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.